few tips to get sharper images in your photography today on the Carolina's Photography Podcast. Hello, my name is Yeager Tedder, the photographer from Photo17.com, the online home of Carolina's Photography, as well as the acting sort of creative director. Not because I'm super creative, but because I got to direct creative stuff. Like do this podcast. I enjoy talking to everybody here on the show. You're all really kind to me, more kind than I actually deserve. I really appreciate it. Today, though, just want to get straight to the show. You know, I like to do these really quick, in and out. Clean your gear is probably one of the first tips of thinking. No, seriously, thinking that you can get your shots looking just a tad bit sharper. Make sure lenses are clean. If you've got DSLRs and cameras with maybe no lens in them at all, your gear can get some dust spots in there, because this has been a problem of mine where I've had dirt blemishes showing up, things not quite in focus, and I just really needed to get a simple $4 blow gun and get dust out of things. Also, make sure you choose your lenses wisely, and if you got a group of people, try focusing on the person closest to you in some of those shots, okay? That's one way to start on trying to get things in focus. My favorite number one tip, though, is really going for the eyes. Always focus on the eyes of people, especially if that's one-on-one in portraits. If you've got a group, your results are kind of going to vary how you want to attack it. But this isn't like one do-all approach. This is like which one's the best approach for you to shoot. That's what I want to emphasize there. Also, setting your aperture on the cameras is always a good way to go as well. Posing people how you want them, who might have more priorities. And all lenses aren't created equal, too. Some are definitely more of the super depth of field, the bokeh, basically the blurred out backgrounds. And this is the reason why I really like some cheaper lenses too, and kit lenses, because they don't have that, and it also makes it way easier to focus a group of people. I like the higher shutter speeds. It depends on what type of lens you're using millimeter wise, and I also sort of like to have the much wider apertures. All right, I don't really want, I'm sorry, I'm saying that backwards. Hold up, the photographer is wrong. The numbers are backwards in photography. Actually, you want the smaller aperture to be open. You want to let less light in to increase focal range. Here we go. I'm getting it right now. Okay. Whew. Man, this is a lot of stuff to try to power through fast. All right. But those are just a few of the tips, and having steady hands, of course, never ever hurts anything. Also, if you're like me and don't really have those steady hands, go with a tripod. So there's just a few things to keep in mind when trying to get your photos sharper, and this works even with your cell phone camera. This isn't just talking to people with DSLRs and more expensive cameras. This stuff's for you right now, listening to this, maybe on your mobile phone, and your mobile phone is also your camera. There you go. Tips on some sharper shots. Easy for me to say. Sorry, it's been a long day, everybody. Remember, subscribe in iTunes to get these podcasts delivered to you automatically. And how I'm slurring words, I'm not sure you want to get these delivered to you automatically, but you can. You've got that option. Subscribe in iTunes, Carolina's Photography Podcast. It'll go right to the device of your choice, mobile phones, tablets, computers, whatever you're streaming on, some set-top boxes. And everybody, have a week. That's not a really good sign-off, is it? Have a week. I don't know. I think that was already taken anyway. I'll talk to you later on in life. I'll work on a sign-off phrase. It's the Photo17.com podcast for Carolina's Photography. It's Carolina's Photography podcast for Photo17.com. All right, I'm going to get a nap. I'm messing up words too much.
Photo17.com.
I proposed to Courtney at dinner.
How have you never met Courtney's dad?
He's a mega diathon.
You want to marry and ask her father for permission. Then you find out her pops is a mega diathon. Wait, what is that?
Basically a nightmarish, mischievous entity from the Dark Ages.
Whoa. You may encounter a few scares on the way to your wedding day, but Carolina's Photography is here to help. Online at Photo17.com, you can view our wedding picture packages and see previous weddings in our photo galleries. Then book your own wedding photos right on the Photo17.com website. Also, families and seniors, Photo17.com has our classic picture package designed just for you.
Mr. Diathon, sir, I've come for permission to marry Courtney. I'm booking our wedding photography online at Photo17.com.
Okay, cool. Call Yeager at 321-5171. 321-5171.